Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another Crafty Simulations video. Now, in the field of flight simulation, we all love the low price of absolutely free of charge. And, well, here's another free of charge aircraft here on flightsim.to. It is the DSD Simulations Avro Anson. It is a port over from an FSX aircraft, I do believe. But it is absolutely gorgeous. And today, being that it's a warbird, we're at Duxford, and we're going to take the warbird out for a flight around Duxford. So, as I said in the intro, this aircraft is completely free of charge. It's available for you from flightsim.to, and it is the Avro Anson. It's a very, very weird aircraft, to say the least. I didn't even think one of them would even be in the flight sim, but here we are, 2024, and we have an Avro Anson. Now, it is a ported aircraft. It's not a bespoke aircraft for 2020 or 2024, but it is here nevertheless. And I think it's a FSX port. But it is one of the best ports. I mean, yeah, we're going to see straight away there's some issues there. But it is one of the best ports I've seen in a long time. I don't normally like to feature ported aircraft, but you can't knock the price of free of charge. And for this one, it's actually really, really good. I've taken this out quite a few times. It is a bit of a challenge to fly in certain aspects. But it is very beautiful. I mean, yes, if you get up close to it, it does look a little bit, obviously, vague around the paintwork. But if you stand back at that distance, it looks very, very good. And I think if we think about it as a ported aircraft, it suddenly becomes really, really good. Walk around the left wing here. Quite good texturing and reflections and all that. I mean, yes, you start to get really close, you do see the way the textures were put on the wing. It's different from nowadays. With how they render aircraft fuselages, they look very, very realistic, but back in FSX days, this was as good as it got. And I do believe, like I say, this aircraft's come from there. Now, unfortunately, yeah, the flight crew look like they're a little bit overdressed for the Avro Anson, but we'll forgive that. Now, you might be wondering, what the holy heck is an Avro Anson? Well, it is a early pre-war, early 1940s, twin-engined, obviously, observer, bomber trainer, navigator training aircraft. It was armed. I don't know if it was used for bombing roles, but it does have an observation turret. I do believe these were armed with single 303 machine guns or a K-gun or something along those lines. I'm going to have to have a look at this. But yes, it's an early World War II aircraft or pre-World War II aircraft. And yeah, it's quintessentially British, and I love it. It's unique. It looks really, really good. I mean, you can tell it's built for the observation role because of all the amount of plexiglass. I don't know if it had a bomb bay. It might have been bombs mounted to the wings. It's not fast, and if I'm perfectly honest, the one thing you will learn from this aircraft very quickly is use your undercarriage, or lower or raise your undercarriage early. Because this undercarriage, I do believe, was hand cranked. Okay, so it's not a case of a button or lever or anything like that. You hand crank it into position. So it takes a while for the undercarriage to come down. Notably, the F4F Wildcat had the same design philosophy of a hand cranked undercarriage system, which is all great and well. You're flying, you're taking off, your hands are on the stick and the throttle, and then you've got to have a third hand to operate the undercarriage lever. Crank, I should say. So anyway, let's jump into the cockpit, because we're not talking about the Wildcat. And here we have, actually, a very well done, if I click on the right thing, cockpit. Again, take it as a ported aircraft, and it is really, really well done, I've got to say. I mean, yes, okay, if you're going to judge it against the days flying irons aircraft, warbirds, and obviously, yes, it's not anywhere near their level, but it's free and it is available on flightsim.to right now, and it's actually really good. I'm not going to knock it. I really am not. It's one of the best ported aircraft I've seen in a long time. Some things are clickable, some things are not. Most things are not. We do have a battery switch. We have the port and starboard engine starter covers and switches. We have our brake lever down the bottom here, and we have, weirdly, we have a single throttle. No, so we have twin throttles, I should say. We do have a mixture lever, which I think is actually technically in the wrong position. I'm not 100%, but the aircraft of this era, I think, especially British, the mixture lever might have been opposite way round. I'm not sure. Could be wrong. Haven't set an Avro Anson, but we'll leave that up there. Now, it doesn't have prop pitch, I don't believe. These might be fixed blades. They don't look like they're fixed blades, but it doesn't move anyway, so don't really have to worry about that too much. It's a very simple aircraft to get going. Talking of which, like I say, let's get it going. So let's get the battery. I have no idea what that sound is, I really don't. I can't imagine the Avro Anson too much in the electronics department. So our mag switches are up here. So we'll turn them all on. Two mags per engine. Obviously, it is not a massively detailed starting system for this aircraft. And sounds, I'm not going to say they sound bespoke to an Avro Anson, but they're believable. So let's move outside. Let's get this all lined up. So we've got all our chocks and whatnot missing, so we're all ready to go. Let's start up with the lift engine, hopefully. Again, good sounds. I don't expect a spitting Merlin or anything like that. In fact, I don't even know what engines are actually in this thing. But it's believable sounds. Start up the right engine. Good start on the pair. We do have flap movements. I have noticed this aircraft does want to get airborne very quickly. So you don't need flaps for takeoff in this aircraft. We do have a little cat flap there. There is an actual glass. You can't really see it too well. There you go. So it is there. And we do have a side window here, which I do like the fact it goes so far then slowly shuts. No, we don't have a sound difference when the engines, when the wings window even is open, but again, not bad. So anyway, let's get this flight going, shall we? So we're going to stay local in the area. Get our feet onto the old pedals. This scenery, Imperial War Museum Duxford, is available also free for you on flightsim.to. And it is one of the best pieces of scenery currently on the sim, on any sim. It honestly is that good. Just gonna have to readjust my seat. I put my rudder pedals in a different position and I'm having to scoot my seat further forward than I really should have. So anyway, everything's set, mixture is set. Good on approach. Like I say, this aircraft does tend to get airborne very quickly. Probably a little bit too quickly, if I'm honest. So we're doing a flapless takeoff. Oh, I do apologise. Airspeed's alive, there's 60. Tails up. There's 80. Nose back. And we're airborne in the Avro Anson. Gears coming up. The sound stops. And as you can see, the gear is still retracting. So that's something to notice when you are on approach. Don't leave your undercarriage to the last second. You can't complain about visibility in an Avro Anson or not having it. The visibility is slightly scary. It's alright now, but if you had a BF-109 chasing you, you might have an issue, because I suspect that plexiglass is not armour plated. Oh, well, that one. I think it is quintessentially a British aircraft. Early war. It's about as good as we get. We do develop some really unique looking aircraft. So I do believe the developers who have ported this aircraft over very well have featured on this channel before in the form of the Hawker Sea Fury. It's a very early video that I created and demonstrated another freeware aircraft available on flightsim.to. And I've got to say, the Sea Fury was really good, and this is better. If you simply think of it as a ported aircraft and not have too high an expectation, it is a really, really good aircraft. Got to find 128 miles per hour, so it's quite fast. Bring ourselves round for an approach to land. Obviously, like I said at the start of the video, the undercarriage is something to think about. It does take a few extra seconds to lower and lock into place, so you don't want to be leaving the undercarriage to the last second. We're going to lower undercarriage now. So you do get the little red light over the left hand side here. That's translation the gear is actually moving. I think should extinguish when the gear is down, I think. No, it looks like the undercarriage light is going to stay on. Right, so we're going to come down with the flaps down first notch. Swing ourselves round. Oh, there we go, the undercarriage light does go out. So it takes that long to extend your undercarriage here in the Avro Anson. Flaps do move with a bit of a clunk. We'll hop ourselves over the motorway. Over the famous Duxford hump. So normally I'd cut away from a taxi. We're going to park up quite close to Super Hangar over there. Obviously the Super Hangar is more dedicated to American aviation, but we'll park up there. So flaps retracted. So, how would I rate this aircraft, the Avro Anson? Well, if you judge it purely as a freeware aircraft, it's fantastic. It really is fantastic. It's quirky, it's different. We haven't seen one in the sim before, and it's a well done port over. There is always limitations when it comes to ported aircraft. There are things that cannot be brought over functionality wise, but you end up with a thereabouts aircraft. Here in the Anson you end up with everything you need and a fairly good flight model. Good sounds, good exterior modelling, unless you get right up close to it, which is perfectly acceptable because it is a ported aircraft. It is a very, very good aircraft. And as I always say, we all do love a good priced aircraft, and if the prop blades would ever stop in this thing, it's a really, really good aircraft. I love the thing. I mean, yes, we've got a pitot heat cover still sat there. I don't know if that was in flight, but yeah, it is a very, very good aircraft. Available for the great price of nilch, nada, not a thing. It is available on flightsim.to right now. Check out the guys who actually brought this aircraft over, because they do create some very, very good aircraft, or they brought over other aircraft, I should say. And yeah, it's actually a really, really good one. I'm just trying to find out. Yeah, DSD Simulations, that was it. I completely forgot the names of the guys. Fantastic guys. There has been an update. A minor texture bug has been fixed. So we're on version 1.1 of this aircraft. Like I say, it's available. You have on flightsim.to, you have 3 variants. We have this variant. We have a variant without the humps on the engine here, which I have no idea what they're for. But there also is a third variant with I do believe a yellow underside. Might be a Coast Guard aircraft, I'm not sure. If you're interested in the scenery, Duxford, that's also available on flightsim.to. And as you can see, it's absolutely available. Absolutely fantastic, I should say. I have got this available on 2020 as well, and there was Spitfires and Hurricane Sat just there, so I don't know if I've got the wrong traffic pack or the air show pack. I can't remember what it was for this scenery. The Avro Anson also is available and will run just perfectly, just well on flightsim. FS 2020 as well. So if you've just got 2020, check out the Avro Anson. If you've got both sims, check out the Avro Anson, it's fantastic. So, if you've got any questions or comments about this aircraft or about anything to do with this video, please bang them below and I'm sure to get around to answering them as soon as I can. And I will see you guys and girls in a future Microsoft Flight Simulator video very, very soon.